All right, thanks for hanging in there, buddies. Thanks for joining us today. It's Crazy Knife Day. We like to do one every once in a while. Right, Flanagan? Flanagan, oh yeah, me boy. And then now we got Finian? What? He flew in from Dublin. Oh, Richard Rigsby, coming back from Camp Taji in Iraq, got routed through there, and he says there's a whole table full of Flanagan relatives, so he grabbed one. Now we got chain migration. We got all kinds of problems. In any case, God, how many of these guys can we house? I don't know. Any case, stand up on your own 2 feet. Hope you can get a job. We got these Turen knives. I'm hoping that these are original. If they are not, oh well, I tried. I'm not aware of a custom or mid-tech knife, and I'm certainly not aware of a standard production knife from like Spyderco, Cold Steel, Kershaw, DHgate, whatever, Benchmade, whatever, of any of these. No. So if it is a copy of a custom, I apologize in advance. I just saw this on DHgate. And let me say something right off the bat before we start playing with knives too much, and they're too much fun to play with, believe me. Snakewood or carbon fiber, what's your choice? But what I was going to say is I look at a couple of sites. I'm going to give you the links to those sites. Best Chinese Knives, which our buddy A Tech Reviews runs that site. He also comments on my channel. He's also got his own YouTube channel, and he's also got his own Instagram. Also, Steel Review. Is that what it's called? In any case, I think they got an Instagram as well, but I'll give you the link to both of those sites because they post pictures and links and pricing and a little bit of blurb of the background and whatever and this and that on all the crazy knives on DHgate and AliExpress. So they keep up with that. So you don't have to, which is a good thing. Because if you went into DHgate and typed in knife and hit go, 6 months later you come out of that wherever you are searching through those stacks, it's just a mess. So, make it easy on yourself, whatever. In any case, so I will give you those links. Go check it out, and then you can go back to previous postings, historical, previous. So you can see kind of what's been blown out the last 6 months or a year or whatever. So you can catch yourself up if you care, okay? If you don't like any of these knives that are on DHgate and AliExpress, I noticed AliExpress had a Kaiser store. And the Stedmans and the Max Ace and those things, they're sold on AliExpress, DHgate. So go figure. There's a lot of things sold on there that are not necessarily pirated, designs or, clones or whatever. There's some original stuff. They're rolling it like that. They're kind of morphing into more of a, let's just do something of our own. And so, we got this. Maybe I should apologize before I even show this knife. In any case, so here these knives. Look at that pivot ring around there. What the hell is that? It's colored. If it's titanium and it's rainbow anode, that's all I can figure. And it's that way on both these knives. This is the carbon fiber one, which looks like carbon fiber. It doesn't look like a G10 laminate. But I don't know. I haven't taken it apart, and so I haven't looked at the underside. It's a lousy $37. Yeah, and it's got DC 53, tool steel, which I looked that up, and it's like, what? This is like better than D2, or at least as good. It's got some different properties, but it's supposed to be damn tough. So I'm going, where did they come up with that? I'm sorry, I'm not aware of all the steels out there, but so that's a tool steel that's out there. In any case, this is a liner lock. They're both liner locks, right? So you don't like carbon, and this carbon fiber, if it came with a satin blade, what a great deal. Now, you can always do the swaparoo, right? Except this one's already going out. Somebody spied this on my Instagram and said, before it even got to my table sale, right? This one's still sitting on the table sale. So this is the snake wood, right? Wow. Front choil, big old honker. It's like a mini brute is what it is. And it's on bearings. I did not take one of these apart, although I might as well have, because this pivot keeps backing off on me. So finally it just, yeah, it's still okay. But I mean, I tightened it up before I went to camera on this anyhow. But yeah, you flip it about 35, 40 times and yeah, that's backing out. So needs a little thread locker on it, you know, just hold her in place. And that pivot ring on the back, I hadn't noticed that one. In any case, so snakewood, go figure. Not a big knife though, but I'll bet that, hold on, let me see. I'll bet that's 4mm. Well, yeah, 0.14, yeah, 3.7. 3.6, 3.6. We got a better bid? No. So about 3.7. Let's try the more exact. Well, let's try and get out of the hole. 3.7. Yeah, okay. Now, overall fatness. Yeah, 13, almost 14 millimeters. 0.54. So it's a good little handful. Now, really, for all practical purposes, use this front choil, which is really nice. I mean, that's nice. I mean, hold on. You probably don't believe me, do you? Right? And this one, I got this from Wisdom 888, but then it says, I don't know, something. Okay, so, okay, $39. I lied to you. Did I say 37? So, you know, but I think it's a little less money if you use the mobile app and stuff, but, right? Okay, so next. So this is the other one with carbon fiber, $39.02. So you would want to type in Turen Tank Knife and hit go, and you'll find a seller that'll sell you one. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I like them. They're a liner lock. That's a big old beefy liner. I should have taken this one apart, but I didn't. But you know, they're on bearings. There's no doubt about that. That's not washers. It doesn't feel like washers. I don't think so. In any case, so those are some big old thick steel liners. You got these bolsters with, of course, whether the carbon fiber or the snake wood is in there. These are heavy little dogs. They come in these boxes. You guys go be with each other. There you go. Bye-bye. Behave. And so let's see, where are we? Okay, like this? Okay, yeah. So they're, you know, they come fitted in the box like that. Is that cool? Got you a pocket clip, and they got that locked down good enough, don't they? Look at that. 3 screws holding that baby on. It doesn't really present a hot spot. It's just not sticking up far enough to really worry about. Kind of hits me right up in this crease anyhow. So that's not a big deal. You can go forward like that. And speaking about if it's a knife or not, okay. I mean, it's pretty sharp out of the box as far as they're going to cut anyhow, because they're like a cleaver, right? That kind of thing. So, yeah, they're very cleaver-ish, which, you know how I like cleavers. I love them. I love them dogs. Okay. Now, let's see how heavy they are, and then we'll measure them up as far as total length and everything. What do we got? Are we on the ounces? Carbon fiber first. 5.7, almost 5.8 ounces. Wow. These are not huge knives. 5.5. So 158 grams. 163 grams. So the carbon fiber is heavier. You know, go figure on that. Oh, it must be the black wash. That, you know, it's like, what is that? What is that? Okay. Try this. And grab Bertha. Get out here, Bertha. Give me a measure on this. Yeah, 2 5/8 overall. 6 3/8. About 16 centimeters overall. About 65 millimeter length blade. It's a good old chunk of stock, isn't it? Where's Fancy? Come here, Fancy. Come here. Let's have a look. Well, yes, she's much bigger, but she's much lighter. Definitely much lighter. So these are not real big knives, but they're a handful. They're fatter than she is. The blade stock's a little thicker than hers is. Not a whole lot, but just a skosh. And definitely heavier. And definitely less refined. These knives here, you know, if you feel along here, it's livable. It's not as beautifully, you know, if it would have been, take the edge off just a little. It's not like it's real edgy, but you can tell it's just kind of, these are just squared off here, these liners. They're not really deep, you know, heavily sanded or whatever on these inside corners. So yeah, it's it's a little bit grabby in here as a result. And $39. I mean, what can I say? That's why you're getting this unfinished deal here. I mean, you could take it apart, take those liners, and just, you know, hit them with a little file or some sandpaper or something, or a stone, whatever, you know, and just kind of take a little bit of the edginess off if you wanted to. It's livable. It's livable, but it's not preferable. And the same with this lock bar, the liner lock thing. You can feel it's a little edgy, and you might want to knock that off. Now here, of course, this is black wash, so yeah, you're good here, not a problem. And this is okay on the outsides here. These are fine on the outsides. This is all nice here. It's just when you get to some of these inside edges, especially on the lock bar, because, you know, see the pass through, it's up, so you're feeling it. You're feeling a little grabby on these inside edges, you know what I mean? So, yeah, say as it is. And you can flick it, middle finger flick it, because the detents are not that incredibly hard. So it's a 5, maybe a 5.5. Pretty smooth though. Yeah, pretty nice. I got no complaints with them. I think they're really cool. I got them because I like the design. And I thought they were an original design, and they're under $40. So I think I paid like $37.40 or something like that for them. So each, you know, so I mean, you're getting real carbon fiber, and you're getting real snake wood, and then you're getting real tool steel. To me, seems like kind of a cool deal. And yeah, if you want to disassemble them and, you know, hit these edges and then clean them up, and they'd be good to go, right? And why they went to the extra trouble to do that rainbow anno thing on these outer pivot rings, interesting. So you can see the blade stops there. I don't know if you can really see since I didn't disassemble, but yeah, those are a little wide for if they were just washers. I think those are bearings, and you know, you can kind of tell the difference between bearings and washers. You know, yeah. I mean, even though these don't really have that kind of drop, but washers don't usually do that. not until they're really broke in. So, yeah, that definitely feels like bearings. So, yeah. Any case, and maybe they, if I had to print it out, you can go online and look at all the info if you want, if you're interested in these, and when you put in Turen Tank Knife, and then I'm sure they'll tell you whether they're bearings or not. Really easy to choke up on. Definitely not your piercing champion. They can slice. I'm sure they really look heavy behind the edge, real heavy behind the edge. So, not your slicing champions, but they feel like they got a good edge from the production facility. So, hey, just thought I'd throw them out there for shits and giggles. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really, the odd and the unusual, but keep up with the best Chinese knives and steel reviews, and check out their A-Tech Reviews YouTube site and a channel, and then also both of them, I believe, have Instagram accounts. So that'll kind of get you a look at what's going on, especially their blogs, which I'll give you the links to. All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys hanging around, giving me a little bit of your day. Hopefully it was interesting, or at least mildly informative. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.